Alina stood frozen as the milk cascaded over her golden hair, the icy liquid soaking her pale blue uniform and tracing cold rivulets down her porcelain cheeks, where mascara streaked like tears of defeat. The office gasped, a collective breath stolen by shock. Phones silenced mid-ring. Keyboards stilled as if the world had paused. Mr. Garrison, the regional VP, sneered in his tailored $1,000 suit, his arrogant smirk cutting deeper than the humiliation. With cold precision, he dumped the jug over her head, then tossed it into the trash with a muttered, "Clean that up," as if her dignity were disposable. No one moved. No one dared help. But every eye watched, heavy with unspoken guilt, as the young janitor, Alina, remained still, her icy blue eyes blazing with a fierce, dangerous fire that refused to break. For 6 weeks, Alina had scrubbed toilets and wiped counters in these bleach-scented corridors, her delicate frame and sharp cheekbones a stark contrast to the grime she handled. Whispers trailed her. Some said she'd once been a model. Others speculated she'd fallen from grace to this lowly role. But her truth remained locked behind those unblinking eyes, a quiet elegance that hinted at depths no one dared explore. Now, with shaking hands that betrayed her inner storm, she knelt to mop up the spilled milk, not out of weakness, but from a patience forged in purpose, a resolve that steadied her trembling heart. The tension thickened until a voice shattered the silence. "This is wrong." Jeremy, the 22-year-old intern in an oversized blazer, said, his voice quivering but resolute. He stepped forward, his wide eyes meeting Garrison's. "She's not your punching bag. No one deserves this." Garrison rolled his eyes, his tone dripping with disdain. "She cleaned your coffee spills, kid. She's lucky we let her in the building." But then Alina rose, milk dripping from her lashes, her spine straightening with a quiet power that silenced the room. Her voice, calm yet cutting, rang out, "Actually, I own this building." The silence that followed was a living thing, stunned, suffocating, paralyzing. Garrison blinked, his smirk fading into confusion. "What?" he stammered. Alina's words were ice, each one a blade. "3 years ago, I bought this office complex at a foreclosure auction. Every floor, every unit, including your lease. I run the management company that oversees it. I came here undercover after receiving anonymous complaints about workplace abuse. I needed to see it for myself." Her chest tightened with the weight of her revelation, but her gaze never wavered. That Garrison's mouth opened, then closed, the air seeming to choke him as realization dawned. Alina didn't pause. "In 6 weeks, I've seen it all. The yelling, the belittling, the arrogance. Today, you poured milk on someone you thought couldn't fight back. That was your last mistake." She handed a sealed envelope to the HR rep, her hand steady despite the storm within. "That's his resignation letter, signed this morning. Your contract is terminated, effective immediately." As security guards emerged, Garrison's pleas fell on deaf ears, his wild eyes darting helplessly. Alina stepped closer, her voice a whisper of steel. "No, I'm correcting one." The office erupted, not into chaos, but into a wave of applause, some clapping through tears, others cheering as the guard escorted Garrison out like a discarded relic. Alina didn't gloat. She walked to the break room, her steps measured, and wiped the milk from her face with a towel, the act a quiet reclaiming of her dignity. That afternoon, she gathered the team, her soft voice pulling every heart closer. "I didn't come to play boss," she said, her eyes glistening with emotion. "I came to find out who deserved better. And you all do." She promoted Jeremy to assistant office manager, her smile warm as he stammered his thanks, raised wages for support staff, added mental health days, and launched an anonymous HR hotline, her voice trembling with hope as she set a new tone, one where no one would be invisible. When someone asked why, a woman of her beauty, wealth, and status enduring 6 weeks of toil, she smiled, her heart laid bare. Because you don't truly know a company's soul until you see how it treats the people it thinks don't matter. That night, a video of the incident went viral, capturing Garrison's smug pour, the stunned silence, and Alina's revelation. By morning, it hit 10 million views, the caption reading, "Boss humiliates janitor, then learns who she really is." Garrison's name became a cautionary tale, his career ruined. But Alina? She became a legend, not for her money or beauty, but for her quiet power, her courage to wield it for others. As the story spread across social media, comments flooded with awe. She's a real one. Queen behavior. This is how you fix toxic work culture. Yet Alina retreated to her other ventures, checking on staff with a gentle touch, her heart full from helping more than she spoke. Before we close, let us know in the comments, where are you watching from? Your support fuels more stories like this. So, never underestimate the quiet ones. Sometimes the janitor owns the building, and their silence hides the fiercest strength.